Welcome back to the wild world of travel. In this Retire in Puglia for Cheap video, we're going to take a tour of Lecce. From looking at the map, we can see that Lecce, circled in red, is south of some of the towns we have looked at this point, such as Ostuni and Martina Franca, which are circled in blue. We will look at 3 properties that range from 60 to 130,000 euros and are all near the historic center. Towards the end of the video, we will also show you one bonus property that is only a few meters from the sea. Additionally, we will look at what the monthly cost of living would be for each of these locations and whether they make retiring in Italy a possibility for you. And before we start looking at properties that could allow you to retire in Italy for cheap, let's learn a little bit about the town of Lecce. As of the latest available data, the population of Lecce is approximately 95,000 people. Lecce is renowned for its stunning baroque architecture. The historic center, with its narrow streets and beautiful buildings, is a must-see. One highlight is certainly the Basilica di Santa Croce. The Roman Amphitheatre is an ancient structure dating back to the 2nd century AD and is a fascinating glimpse into the past. Located in Piazza Sant'Oronzo, the amphitheater once held up to 25,000 spectators and is still used for events today. In terms of possible day trips that still fit within a plan to retire in Italy for cheap, Otranto is located about an hour's drive from Lecce. Otranto is a charming coastal town known for its beautiful beaches and stunning castles. Gallipoli is approximately 40 minutes from Lecce. Gallipoli is a picturesque seaside town. Its historic center is situated on an island and connected to the mainland by a 16th century bridge. The town is famous for its clear waters and vibrant nightlife. Alberobello is about a 1.5-hour drive from Lecce. Alberobello is a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its unique trolley houses. These whitewashed, conical-roofed buildings are distinctive and offer a fascinating look at traditional Puglian architecture. Our first potential retire in Puglia for cheap property is 600 square feet and is selling for 63,000 euros. It is located not far from the historical center. As you enter the apartment, you can see that there is a couch and a nice-sized window on the left. There is room for a small dining table, and from there we can view the rest of the kitchen. We can see that there is a refrigerator, a sink, and I believe a washing machine. Upstairs, there is a single bedroom that looks spacious for a small apartment and offers some natural light as well. There is a small and simple bathroom with a shower. The veranda is a nice addition that I was not expecting. Our second property is also 600 square feet, but is asking 80,000 euros. If you are thinking that 600 square feet is way too small for your retire in Italy for cheap dreams, the final 2 properties that we are going to look at are significantly larger. This renovated 2-room apartment is located on the 4th floor of a building with a lift. This unit is in excellent condition. It has an entrance to the living area with a very nice looking stone fireplace and a kitchenette with a lot of light coming in due to all the windows. Here is a different view of the kitchen. In this image, we can see what the sink, refrigerator, and washing machine look like, and as you go around the refrigerator, there is a stove and oven. This is a bit of a tight fit, but it still works. There is a covered veranda that, while not very wide, does have an interesting view of some baroque architecture in the distance. We find a double bedroom that isn't necessarily large, but is probably adequate for someone thinking about a 600 square foot apartment, and a fairly nice looking bathroom with a shower. There is another much larger terrace that I believe must be on the roof of this building. These first 2 apartments are in a very similar location just outside of the historical center. This first apartment is circled in red on the map, but the second apartment is just slightly north of the first one. We can see that public transportation surrounds these locations and is circled in blue. Conad is a superstore that is located slightly to the north and is highlighted in yellow. Eurospin and Liddy, also highlighted in yellow towards the top of the map, are not far away either. Capoccia's, highlighted in yellow, is very close and is rated 4.4 on Google. Expect to pay 20 to 40 euros per person. It looks like a very nice restaurant and has both indoor and outdoor seating and is highly recommended for any seafood lover. La Locanda del Macellaio, which is a butcher shop as well as a steakhouse, and they also have good wine, is rated 4.5 on Google. Expect to pay 10 to 20 euros per person. Here, you pick your meat from the butcher's counter and they cook it for you. One reviewer recently said that for 0.25 liters of red wine, 1 liter of sparkling water, almost 0.5 kilograms of meat, 2 side dishes, salad and potatoes, and a welcome appetizer and dessert, and it was all together 29 euros. If walking around Lecce isn't your idea of a workout, CrossFit Sud is close by and is a fitness center rated 4.9 on Google. Alternatively, Salento Tennis Center is rated 4.7 on Google. They offer both tennis and paddleball. There is also a swimming pool and a weight room. There is one indoor clay court if you want to play tennis all year round. The third Retire in Puglia for Cheap property offers 1,230 square feet of living space featuring 3 inviting bedrooms and is attractively priced at 130,000 euros. Upon entering, you are greeted by a cozy hallway that leads into a wide open and spacious living room accentuated by a fireplace. This area seamlessly connects to the dining room and a well-appointed kitchenette where the modern kitchen appliances, particularly the stove, stand out compared to the previous properties we visited. The property includes 3 bedrooms that should be comfortable and 2 simple bathrooms that provide ample space and comfort. In addition, there is an intriguing rear courtyard spanning 150 square feet, offering a private outdoor space perfect for relaxation and entertaining. Ueme is a pizza restaurant that is not far at all from the third apartment and is rated 4.7 on Google. The apartment is circled in red and Ueme in blue. The red dot on the lower left part of the map is roughly where the first 2 apartments are located. At Ueme, expect to pay 20 to 30 euros per person. This is more expensive than what we have previously seen for pizza places in Puglia, but this is not a typical pizza place. These are some of the wilder looking pizzas I have ever seen. Ueme has an obviously fun and upscale vibe. Their Instagram page is filled with some exotic looking drinks as well. Some reviewers say this is the best restaurant in Lecce. Sensi Bar Gelateria, an ice cream shop, is rated 4.4 on Google. Their Instagram page will make your mouth water. They have all kinds of food and drinks. It's not just ice cream, but their ice cream and pastries do look incredible. If you lived in the third apartment, you could easily go to Ueme for dinner and swing by Sensi on the way home. Cima di Rappa street food is rated 4.6 on Google and is in the historic center. Expect to pay 10 to 20 euros per person. There are many vegetarian choices and everything tastes really good. Also, the pricing is aligned with those who want to retire in Puglia for cheap. All the produce is locally grown and the vegetables they grow themselves. Bonashana Cafe and Cucina is rated 4.7 on Google and is located just off the square. Expect to pay 10 to 20 euros per person. They do food and drinks and you will probably be happy no matter what you came for. They do coffee and dessert and are quite good at it. What is it that they do not serve here? The food, views, and staff all get very positive reviews. La Boca restaurant is rated 4.8 on Google and is on the historic center. There is a pretty wide range in expected price, anywhere from 30 to 100 euros per person. But the food, wine, and service all get very high marks. Ravioli stuffed with goat cheese, roasted scallop, razor clam stock, white asparagus, and panta negra dried ham is 24 euros and probably amazing. Oh, so hungry! We are going to go over some income tax information, but hang around because I still have one more exciting Retire in Italy bonus property that I want to show you. Lecce is not a 7% income town. There are several 7% income tax regions in southern Italy. Puglia is one of these regions. To get the 7% income tax in Puglia, you must live in a town of less than 20,000 people. In Italy, income tax is progressive, meaning the tax rate increases as income increases. As of 2024, the personal income tax rates are as follows. Up to 15,000 euros in income is taxed at the 23% rate. 15,000 to 28,000 euros is taxed at 25%. 28,000 to 50,000 euros is taxed at 35%, and over 50,000 in income is taxed at 43%. Based on my research from the Martina Franca video, it would be fair to assume that the most likely situation would be a 20-year term rather than 30. The mid-range on the down payment would be 35%, but could be as low as 20 or as high as 50%. And we would estimate that roughly 10% will be added to the purchase price through fees and tax. taxes. Also, as of mid-2024, typical interest rates for fixer-rate mortgages in Puglia range between 3% and 4.5%, so I think that using a 5% interest rate should be fine. Before we look at monthly costs, let's look at that bonus property. The red dot in the middle of the map is where the property is, and that blue stuff in the top right corner of the map, that'd be the sea. In Spiaggia Bella, a Lecce marina with spectacularly long stretches of beach, a few steps from the sea, we find this breathtaking independent villa of approximately 1,000 square feet with a lovely garden of over 5,000 square feet. This property is currently priced at 220,000 euros. The property, recently renovated, is preceded by a beautiful porch, ideal for enjoying summer evenings, and opens directly onto a welcoming living area that has a dining room table and a fireplace. The kitchen is nice, but perhaps the appliances could use an upgrade. The property also has 2 spacious bedrooms and a bathroom that we didn't have a picture of. The entire property is surrounded by a beautiful garden with attention to every detail and characterized by the presence of fruit and ornamental plants. The property represents an ideal solution for those looking for a residence a few steps from the sea but surrounded by greenery and tranquility. Depending on your Italian, the biggest obstacle you will face is that you probably need a car. This property is 14 kilometers from Lecce. Public transportation is not particularly close, so that might be an obstacle. As we have covered in previous videos, there are several requirements for getting a driver's license in Italy that will seem strange to Americans, and one of those is that your Italian will have to be pretty good to receive a driver's license. The first property was selling for 63,000 euros, so that would be about 22,000 euros down, and also assume about 6,300 euros in taxes and fees. A 20-year fixed mortgage at 5% interest comes to about 270 euros per month, which is currently about $295 US. The second property, which is selling for 80,000 euros, would be about 28,000 down and about 8,000 euros in taxes and fees. This leads to a monthly payment of 340 euros or about $370 US. The third property is 130,000 euros and would be about 45,500 down and 13,000 euros in taxes and fees. This results in a monthly mortgage payment of 560 euros or about $610 US. The bonus property is 220,000 euros and would be 77,000 down and about 22,000 in taxes and fees. This would lead to a monthly mortgage payment of 950 euros or about 1,035 US dollars. For property number 1, the monthly cost of living would be mortgage for 295, utilities for 200, cell Wi-Fi for 35, entertainment for 250, groceries for 200, health insurance for 175, and that gets us to a total of 1,155 per month. Public transportation is close enough for this location that a vehicle is not necessary. Add $75 to the cost of living for the second property, and we get to 1,230 per month. Add another $240 for the third property, and that would be 1,470 per month. Add another $425 for the final property, and that would be $1,895 per month. However, this property requires a car, which in previous videos we have estimated to be an additional $250 per month, so that gets us to $2,145 per month. Thank you for taking this trip with us as we have explored a few places that you could retire in Italy for cheap. Let us know which one is your favorite in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss more of our travel guide based videos. Safe travels, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.